WNBS Sports and the New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association present Candlepin Stars and Stripes, featuring the best candlepin bowlers from all over New England. And now in our 13th award-winning season, your hosts for Candlepin Stars and Stripes, Doug Brown and Dan Murphy.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome once again to another edition of Candlepin Stars and Strikes here at Park Place Lanes in Windham, New Hampshire. Once again, glad to have you along. I'm Doug Brown along with Dan Murphy. This is week 3 of our current series. That means it's time for the semifinals. And we have Dave Arsenault going for his 3rd win in a row today.
Yeah, he's won 2 different ways. He took control 2 weeks ago and ran up a big 438. Last week went right down to the final box and much lower scores, but he's got 2 wins in a row. He's going to try to make it 3.
They both look the same in the record book, I guess.
Right.
2-0 for Dave Arsenault, and today he tries for 3 in a row. So let's meet both of our bowlers. First of all, the guy we've been talking about. He's been on a roll here lately from Derry, New Hampshire, our number 5 seed, Dave Arsenault.
Okay, Dave averaging 120, has a high triple of 441. His roll-off score is 632.
As Dan mentioned, 2 weeks ago, Dave with a 438 to knock off Craig Abbott, then last week a 371 in a very tight match to beat Keith DiGio. So this week, Dave goes for 3 in a row, and the man trying to stop him is our number 2 seed from Billerica, Massachusetts, Rich Moran.
Okay, and Rich averaging 116, high triple 465, and his roll-off 664.
All right, let's run some money numbers past you here. The runner-up in this match today will take home 3rd place prize money of $250. The winner, of course, advances to next week's final and a shot at $1,000 plus the automatic qualification to the Tri-State Megabucks Tournament of Champions. Now, in our bonus ball contest later today, we'll have $60 on the line, and our triple strike pool this week is up to $750. So a lot at stake. Should be a terrific match. Dave Arsenault and Rich Moran, and it all starts right after these messages. Don't go away. Well, in order for Dave Arsenault to get into the Tournament of Champions, for Craig Abbott also, it required winning 4 matches in a row. Dave is halfway there. He's beaten Craig and Keith DiGio back-to-back, and now today he takes a shot at Rich Moran, our number 2 seed. The winner of this match faces our number 1 seed, Chris Grimes, next week for the spot in the Tournament of Champions. And then, by the way, 2 weeks from today, we begin our annual mixed doubles tournament. So we hope you'll be with us for that.
Dave starts off with leaving the 1-2-6-10.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Converts it for a spare. Great shot. Plays on the right-hand side of the head pin. The ball will go down and clear out the 6, and the 6 will take the 10.
No wood involved in that shot.
No.
Great way to start the match. And a big fill on top of it. Strike. Well.
Take another look at that one. Solid 9-pin drop. A little bit time for the 4-pin.
Rich Moran has been with us in skins. In fact, both of these guys have been with us on the skins program earlier this season. But Rich making his first appearance here in singles competition. It's a little different. A little different rhythm to the show, probably a little more.
That's right, head-to-head
pressure,
with,
the solo competition, right?
Right, head-to-head. Skins format, you can come in second and still come back. Here you come in second and say goodbye.
Yeah, second's not good enough here.
No. Interesting leave here with the 2 and then the 6, 9, 10. He's going to have to go after the 2-pin.
Oh,
what
shot.
a shot.
That's a terrific
Oh,
shot.
it certainly is. He cut the 2-pin into the triangle right there. Great shot.
And this big gallery, appreciative. Both bowlers shot making here in the early going. Dave Arsenault working on a strike now. He had a double 2 weeks ago.
That's right. We bowled 4 boxes and we have 3 marks.
No, look out! Oh, he's got a double strike for Dave Arsenault. 2nd time in 3 weeks. And now it'll get very quiet in here as everybody settles down. Dave's next ball is worth $750. A little full that time.
Hang on.
Wait a minute. Oh, do you believe it? Wow. Ooh, that's almost cruel.
Well, now that we've got the crowd awake.
And another spare. Wow.
Ho hum, 79 through 4 plus the bonus ball and almost that triple strike. And $750 that went along with it. And by the way, that $750 bonus for a triple strike is compliments of the NHCBA.
That's correct.
7 drop on Rich's spare. Oh, misses badly to the left.
Adding a whole new element of excitement here this year on Candlepin Stars and Strikes, the NHCBA. Putting up that triple strike pool. Wow. Rich Moran, 3 boxes into the match, and he trails by 35. That's a tough way to start.
Well, the good news is there's a long ways to go yet for him. Everything but the 7-pin. Spare in the 4th.
Oh, another big 9 drop. Wow. That's a double strike and 2 9 drops.
It's another day at the office for Dave Arsenault. Well, he's been bowling the last couple weeks.
Oh, not this time.
$98 after 5 boxes.
And if he had made that single, he obviously would have been well over 100 after 5. Tough to be at 98 through 5 and think about a missed opportunity. You know, after starting with 4 marks in a row.
Well, good effort there. Leaves the 4-7. A little opening for Rich Moran. 2 open frames in the 5th and 6th for Dave. Rich is working on a spare in the 4th.
Rich Moran kicks out 7, but not the 7 he would have chosen.
No, 3, 4, and 6. No playable wood to help him out either. He's going to have to do it all on his own, trying to split the 3 and the 6. Well, one on the inside, hopefully something will come off the wall.
Rich Moran from Billerica, Mass. Rich works as a production assistant at DMI. And again, a split. And again, a 7-pin drop.
And this time the 2, 4, and 10. Now a piece of wood rolls in front of the 2 and the 4, which probably is not a good position to be in. It's going to push everything back, almost. So he had an opening there, and he's going to drop at least 1 pin and count to Dave.
38 the lead right now for Dave Arsenault. Thanks to that incredible start. Spare, double strike, spare. And now that's 2 boxes in a row that he's missed the head pin.
This is the same spare he started with the very first box. The 1, 2, 6, and 10. This time he has wood behind the 1 and the 2. First box, he had no playable wood to help him out.
Oh, yeah.
Same result, though.
Dave's going to have himself a heck of a score here in game one. He would have had that even had he not marked the rest of the way. He'd have had a pretty good score. Oh, look at this. Missed the head pin for a third straight time. Sneaks out of it with a 5 fill. And a possible, well, let's see.
With the wood there, it's possible. He's got to grab the head pin, and then he's got 2 pieces of wood, one directly to the left and one behind the head pin.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It made it look a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. 133 through 8, plus the bonus ball coming. Off to a fantastic start. Rich, in this case, he's just got to try to hang in there, get his own marks.
Oh, yes, big strike. First one of the day for Rich Moran. But that was a powerful-looking strike.
And hopefully for him, things will turn around and Dave might cool off a little bit. But it would be nice to see him throw another strike here. And that's what he's probably thinking. That'll get him a few back in a hurry. Well, off target that time, but a makeable leave in 1-3-6-9.
Wow, he also got a tough break there, Dan. A piece of wood was coming off the left side kick, and it was stopped by another piece, or he might have gotten 2 or maybe 3 more pins. But he'll settle for the 8 fill. Well, Rich goes strike 8 and then 10, but he may lose ground. Watch the piece of wood that comes off the left side kick right there, and it was stopped. It was turning, but might have done some more damage had it come over. This is on a spare. Dave Arsenault takes 7.
And the 1-2-4, and a piece of wood in between the 1 and the 2.
Not quite.
The wood actually cost him, deflected the ball around, never covered the 4-pin. But he's already at 140 through 8, 149 in the 9th. This will make it 150. No, 149 through 9. Had a 169 a couple weeks ago.
Dave's high single is 189. He probably thought after that double strike.
That's a strike.
No, not quite. Dave probably figured after that double strike that he might have a good shot at beating his high single.
Remember, after the double, he dropped 9, picked it up and dropped another 9, and then missed that for a single on the 5th. So this could have been even more. 159 in a ball. But when you're bowling good, you have more to shoot at, therefore you're going to miss a few. Not going to make every shot, unfortunately. But he hasn't missed many.
No. And a 7 fill for a 166. Not bad for an opening game. Well-deserved round of applause from the fans here. Well, how about this? If Rich Moran struck out here in this first game, he would still trail by 8 pins.
1 in the 5. Yikes. Still 7 pins looking at him, 1 ball left. That's what he did not want to happen is a bad box. And
wow. 6, not looked like a bad ball, good ball there at the end, but it didn't do much for him. Well, in a way, Dan, I suppose if we've talked about the whole issue of all 5 of these bowlers in this series being first-timers here on Stars and Strikes, I suppose that if, in the case of Rich Moran here, if there were any jitters at all, this kind of takes it off because you've got a guy who's very, very hot, so it's just a question of staying loose and just trying to do what you can do.
That's right.
To chip away and catch up. But a big first game for Dave Arsenault. 166 to Rich Moran's 114. Game 2 and details on our bonus ball contest coming right up. We nearly gave away our triple strike pool already today, which stands at $750. There's a big break for Rich Moran on the first ball of game 2.
Well, the last several weeks, this is what's been happening. It was back and forth. One person take a big lead, the other person would come back. Let's see if that happens again today.
Well, it's a 52-pin deficit starting game 2 for Rich Moran, so we'll see if he can chip away at all.
No, you just got to set your sights on getting 20, 25, 30 of them back. That's all you can do. Can't make any mistakes.
Oh, big hit, and another 9-drop.
I'll tell you, his ball is explosive when he gets the ball in there.
This piece of wood may have to be checked. It's still rolling forward. I think it's probably out of play at this point. If it rolls back, though.
Yeah, it looks like it put the brakes on.
Right now, it would definitely be a roadblock, but I think it's out of play, and it is. So Cindy Sissom will do the honors, and Rich Moran will have an unobstructed look at the 7-pin. Just has to be concerned with the piece of wood in the channel.
Yeah, we just corralled the 8-pin in the first box.
No, that's what we were talking about. That's a 9-box. Rich upset with himself. That's the one thing we talk about from time to time. Actually, we had a little discussion a week or so ago about pins in the channel next to the 7 or 10, and there's an instance where sometimes the ball just tends to gravitate toward it.
Well, a similar shot that Dave has made before, except with the exception of the 10-pin up. Not this time, though.
And it'll be a 9 for Dave. So a quick 10-pin gain by Rich Moran in the first box, but he would have loved to have put that second one up there.
Yeah, that's the one that gets the other bowler thinking, you know, I'm 52 pins ahead. Can this guy possibly come back and catch me? And sometimes it's better off being just a few pins ahead. You stay on top of your game.
No, not an easy shot here for Dave Arsenault, although, let's see, the 2, 7, and 8, there is a bracing piece of wood behind the 8-pin, which may help, you never know. No, not quite. Thought maybe that wood would help deflect something over to the 7, but not quite. So it's 2 open frames for Dave Arsenault. Rich Moran off target, gets a bit of a mix and some favorable wood.
Yeah, 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 3, 8, 9, 10. Double piece of wood, as Doug said, behind the 1 and the 3. Should come off the left sidewall and come back to help him.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't even need it. That very easily could have been 3 marks in a row by missing that 7-pin, but didn't seem to bother Rich. Came right back with another mark. Now the fill. This is where you really got to concentrate, hit the head pin.
Missed it, half Worcester. Rich works it out for a 9. But again, an opportunity lost there with the spare up and just the 2 fill. Arsenault, oh my!
Wow.
That ball was dead on the head pin. Looked like it was going to be a bad split. And all of a sudden, it turns into Dave's second strike of the match. Watch this first split here, right there. And then all of a sudden, everything collapses.
3, 6, 4, and 7, and everything came forward. And as Doug said, the strike is... That time he didn't get away with it.
No break that time.
Rich is also a seat mover and a watcher.
Yes.
He watches his opponent.
You know, I think I would make a general statement and say that most of the guys who don't watch are some of the more veteran bowlers, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
The younger guys always watch, I think. 6 on the strike, 8 in the 4th box for Dave Arsenault. He still has the 46-pin lead. Rich Moran trying to mount a comeback. We'll be back in a moment on Stars and Strikes. Candlepin Stars and Strikes brought to you in part by Tri-State Megabucks. And now with Mega Cash, choose your dream. Tri-State Megabucks. Rich Moran's dream would be to somehow erase this big deficit.
Well, he's marked every time on lane 32 this game. 1st and 3rd. Just the 5-pin left to make it 3 in a row on that lane. And he does that. Now he's got to solve 31.
Boy, that's 3 9-drops that Rich has had in the 5 boxes of this second game.
This is the one you got to dig deep and really concentrate on. Now, I tell myself, give me a spread eagle. At least I'll know I hit the object pin. No, he's off target again and just 4.
Rich has not been able to put 2 marks together in this match yet. And he still hasn't.
Almost.
He'll take 9. Oh, Dave Arsenault chops out the 1, 8, and 9.
Well, I always say if you have the spread eagle, if you're going to get that, you might as well have it with the 5-pin in the center because that'll jump the 2 or the 3 over.
Well, not a bad effort there. And he works out of it with a 9. Oh, big pocket hit this time, and somehow the 5 and the 8 are both there.
And watch out, that piece of wood could cause him some problems, especially if it stays at that angle. He's going to have to come to the right of the red line and then drive it straight back, but no guarantees even then.
Nope. Did what you suggested, but
might have gone a little too far right, but well, Rich is going to gain a few more, but not the way he would expect with a markup. Just gained 5 pins in that exchange. Spare 4, 9, and against a pair of 9s.
Wow, Rich is back on the head pin and through the heart. Nine box for Rich. Don't forget, next weekend, take a break from holiday shopping. Join us for more Candlepin action here on the Winds of New England. Saturday at noon, Candlepin skins from Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill. Then Sunday at noon, right back here at Park Place Lanes for Candlepin Stars and Strikes. And, of course, next Sunday, it'll be our series championship match. The winner of this one against number 1 seed Chris Grimes. Oh, my. Rich got robbed on that one. Twice.
How close can you come?
Maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
As it rolls by again.
Well, it'll be open this time, 2 boxes.
Let's look at it again.
Thought he had this covered.
Oh. Nothing touching the 6-pin. And Dave Arsenault has a spread eagle.
Well, Dave is doing what Rich wanted him to do, slow down a little bit, but unfortunately Rich has not taken full advantage of it yet.
$8 for Dave Arsenault.
Lead is now 40. Too many, I would say, to go into one game. So Rich has got to see if he can pick up another at least 10 or 15 pins. That means 2 more marks going out, assuming Dave is not going to throw one, which you can't assume.
Our home for Candlepin Stars and Strikes since the show began in April of 1984. Right here at Park Place Lanes in Windham, New Hampshire. And located right inside the facility, Willow Tree North Restaurant. Rodney Cronin and his terrific staff offering up great food, friendly service, terrific prices if you're in the neighborhood for bowling or whether you're just in the neighborhood, period. Worth the time to stop in and grab breakfast, lunch, or dinner here at Willow Tree North Restaurant located inside Park Place Lanes. What else can I say about it except it's where the crew eats.
4, 7, 10 for Rich. 3 pieces of wood, 1 in between the 4, 7. 2 more out in front. Let's see if we can get something to move from left to right for that 10 pin. Yes, the ball
Gets a break this time. Rich has got to be thinking, finally.
Yep, sometimes that's what you need to get yourself going.
Now what he needs to do is put back-to-back marks up, but again, he's missed the head pin on the fill. He may get away with it this time.
It's not it's a makeable spare lead, but I don't like the piece of wood in between the 1 and the 2, because that's going to deaden the ball and might not carry the 4 and the 7. It's full on the head pin. That's probably what he had to do.
Oh.
Can't carry the 8.
Well, Rich takes a 10, 116, and a 2-game total of 230. Dave Arsenault has been open 5 boxes in a row, but now he has a 9 drop.
Almost looked like he was going to be full again on lane 32. That time he crossed over a little bit in the 1-2 and got the spare break, leaving just the 3 pin.
And he's on it for the spare. That is mark number 8. Make it mark number 9 for Dave Arsenault.
And he misses target on the lane 31, just 4 in his spare. So Rich, in the exchange of spares in the 9th, gained another pin.
No, not this time. So Rich will make up some ground here in the middle game, but probably not as much as he would have liked. But he'll draw a little bit closer. Heading to the 3rd and final game, we are in the semifinals here on Candlepin Stars and Strikes. And after 2, Dave Arsenault with 268, Rich Moran with 230. Game 3 after these messages. Dave Arsenault has a 38-pin lead with 1 game to go here on Stars and Strikes. The winner of this match to move into the championship match next week against Chris Grimes, our number 1 seed.
2, 9, 10. Do you
Play the wood? Yeah.
I don't know. I think you have to go after the 2 pin. I might try to snap it across. That's directly across from the 2 pin, though. He's going to try it.
No. And it'll be a 9. Candlepin Stars and Strikes is brought to you in part by our friends at Coca-Cola. Always the real thing. Always Coca-Cola. Oh, look out. A similar move, a similar leave rather, but maybe a little less taxing. The 1, 9, and 10 with wood.
Again, a piece of wood directly behind the head pin. He hits it. Watch what happens to the head pin.
No. It's still there. Not what he wanted.
He was so sharp that first game, just hitting the head pin with every first ball, and all of a sudden he's struggling.
Yeah, only 2 marks in game 2 for Dave, but he did not lose that much of his lead. Certainly not as much as he might have expected with only 2 marks. Rich Moran needs to string some marks together, though, and that's what he's been unable to do. He has not been able to put back-to-back marks together in this match.
He's going to shoot at the 2-4-7, trying to make his attempt to start a string.
I guess that would be redundant, wouldn't it? Back-to-back marks together.
It's true.
It couldn't be back-to-back marks separate. My English teacher would be on me for that.
Yeah, but at least you know the difference between a triangle and a diamond. So I had one of my customers come up and tell me he used to be a math teacher, so if I need any help, he'd help me out. Yes, yeah.
People are paying attention, Dan.
Yeah, they are.
I'll tell you, also, we have not had a diamond in a while here. Been several weeks since we had one.
Sure we didn't have them the 3, 5, and 6?
Well,
just kidding.
Rich got the extra pin, but now he's got real problems with his wood.
Well, in a situation like this, you just got to forget about the wood and go at the pin. And just hope for the best.
No, he got it.
They mark in the second.
It was a deceiving angle from the camera position. It appeared that that wood was off to the side, but it was directly in front of the pin. That's 8 marks now for Rich Moran. Just 1 fewer than Dave Arsenault. But the difference in this match right now, Dan, is Dave's start.
That's right.
The spare, double strike spare.
And you even say the double strike might be the difference in the lead right now.
Yep.
The 4-5 left for Dave. And the piece of wood makes it possible.
Got it. I mean, Dave, with that start of spare, double strike spare, had a 37-pin lead after 4 boxes, and that's basically where his lead is right now. He now has 10 marks. Missing the head pin.
It's going to get a break when the 7-pin goes down, though.
Or will it?
Not quite.
Well, not only that, but the wood doesn't stay there.
Whoa.
Wow, was that late?
Do we have a tremor or something? I would knock that 7-pin down. I'm getting out of the building here.
Oh, but no spare. Well, goes without saying now that with Rich Moran working on a spare, 2 very important boxes right here.
Yep, first order of business is on the head pin, decent fill on the spare, and keep it going.
Well, there's the good fill.
Leaves himself the 4-7, all by themselves. Maybe you just got to concentrate on that 4-pin.
Look out. That was the ball. It's just a 10 box, though.
And you know when you miss one like this, watch, this ball is going to be 8-9. Hang on, it's going to come. Usually makes you feel real bad about missing an easy spare. You usually get a decent fill. 1, 2, 9, and 10.
Nope. So that 37-pin lead that Dave Arsenault had at the end of the first 4 boxes of this match is pretty much where he is right now. He has a 38-pin lead. We will take a break and then come back for the final 6 boxes as we look for a finalist here on Stars and Strikes. Don't go away. Dave Arsenault with a 38-pin lead and 6 boxes in which to nurse it.
And that's the right terminology, because that's what he's been doing since that first game. Wonder how you can be on the head pin and in one in the 1-3, 1-2 pocket the entire game, and then all of a sudden you struggle. But seems to be getting it back now. It's 2 good spares in the 3rd and the 5th.
And the 4 horsemen never easy without wood. Flush on the head pin.
It's looking at the 3, 6, 7. In this situation here with the wood in between, if you're heavy on the 3 pin, the ball may just carry him over into the left into the 7 pin because of the wood.
Oh.
Well, he puts 1 mark up, and that's 1 more mark that Rich would have to put up. He's starting to run out of boxes. Of course, he's still double strike away.
And you know, Rich has the ball to throw a double strike. There's no question about that. Although he only has 1 strike today.
5-7 left. No wood. Trying to cut the 5 into the 7.
Well, that will not count. That pin will not count. Again, situation like that where he did not hit a fair pin or piece of wood before the curtain came back. That pin does not count, so it is a 9 box for Rich Moran. A 9 box for Rich Moran.
I listening to you. I saw it. I knew it was 9, and I still
10.
put 10.
You're trying to help Rich out a
That's
little
all
bit.
right.
You're a nice guy. Unfortunately, 10s won't do it at this point, however.
Although, wait a minute. I think I pushed 9, and that computer put 10 up there.
I see. Now that happens a lot.
It does. Especially with us. Sparing the 6 for Rich.
Well, that gives him something to work on going into the last 4 boxes.
Lead is 46. Well, this time Dave's got 4 horsemen, but this time on the left side. The 1, 2, 4, and 7.
Not this time.
A little full on the head pin that time. Leaves the 4, 7.
Dave's pinning well in this 3rd game. But the remarkable thing is, Dan, he threw that 166 in the 1st game. And he's only thrown 4 marks since then. But he still has almost a 50-pin lead.
Well, that's what Rich wanted, 2 open frames, so it's almost now or never for Rich. Working on a spare when he gets up there.
Oh, how about that for a shot? Oh, my. He used all of the available surface on the lane. Perfect.
Boy, that go quick, too. 7, 8, 10.
3rd 10 in a row. Now Rich Moran on a strike. On a spare. Beg your pardon. He would love to throw a strike here. Love to throw a double.
He almost did. Leaves just the 1 and the 8, but he's got all kinds of lumber in between the 1 and the 8. Seems to me if he hits the head pin, he's got a good shot at making a spare, making it 2 in a row.
Yep. First time in the match. He's put back-to-back marks on the board. I almost said back-to-back marks together again.
If he were to throw a strike here, the lead would be 28, and he'd be working on that strike. Ooh, just missed the head pin to the left, just 6, but not an easy spare leave in the 1, 3, 7, 8.
Well, he's going to leave Dave Arsenault with a chance to mathematically close him out here in the last 2 boxes. By the way, if you're new to Candlepin Bowling or a new viewer to the program and you wonder how we figure that out, if you're trailing by more than 60 pins, in other words, if your total score is more than 60 pins below your opponent with 2 boxes to go, you've been closed out, because the most pins you can get in 2 boxes is 60, and that's if you throw all strikes, obviously.
Huh.
Didn't know that, huh?
No.
Just a little math lesson that we pass along from time to time.
You don't have trouble with my math. It's going.
Yes, it is.
He missed a shot, but got a nice kick off the sidewall with a piece of wood.
Dave can hit 400 here if he throws a big number and another mark here. No, that won't be enough. 5 fill on the spare.
I think next week is the one he wants to throw another 438. He'll be facing the number 1 seed, Chris Grimes, for all the marbles, tournament of champions, and everything that goes along with it. It's 118.
Well, he won't get 400, but he'll be very close. He's at 386 right now, plus a ball. Anything more than 3 on this fill would close out Rich Moran, and there it is. So Dave Arsenault has won his 3rd match in a row. 126 and a 394 for Dave. But there's still the matter of $750 if Rich Moran were able to put a triple strike together here. He'll have one more chance in the 10th. Hey, there's our diamond.
Oh, that's right. 3, 5, 6, 9 diamond.
Nope.
Well, if you want the consistent bowler, it's going to be Rich Moran. But consistency doesn't always pay off, as you're about to see. Again, to go back to that first game, the 166 was enough of a lead for Dave to hold on to, and .394.
Well, Rich was just never able to get it going. He made a couple of good shots. He had that great flurry at the beginning of game 2 where he had 3 9-drops in the first 5 boxes, but he missed a single pin, never was really able to get it started. 117 in the 3rd for Rich and a total of 347. Dave Arsenault has the hat trick, and he will move to the championship match next week. We will be back to talk about that and to have our bonus ball contest after these words. We're back here at Park Place Lanes, and Rich Moran is here to accept the third place check for $250. Obviously, when you get kind of bombarded there right out of the gate, it makes it tough.
Oh, it's tough. I started off and just from behind the whole time. It was hard to catch him, and every time I threw him out, it seemed like he came right back and threw another one at me. Nothing I could do.
Well, congratulations on making both of the shows now within a short period of time, so perhaps we'll see you again soon.
Hope so. I've had a pretty good streak. Hopefully it keeps going.
All right, Rich, thanks very much. Congratulations. All right, that's Rich Moran from Billerica, Mass., who again brought a lot of fans with him. And now we will have Dave Arsenault for our bonus ball contest. $60 on the line right now. Equal pressure on Dave and Dan. And it's going to be 9 this time, so no peeking, Dan. Reach in and see if we can get a 9 here. Not a match for, I believe it's Mo Laughlin from New Boston, New Hampshire. Mo Laughlin, whose guess was 7. So, Mo, you'll be receiving a consolation gift from the NHCBA and from the Winds of New England. And congratulations, sir, for a 3rd week in a row. It seems like you're trying a different method each time, and this method was try and get off to a quick start.
Yeah, talk about consistency, huh? Throw a big one, then throw a small one. Hopefully next week, be a little more consistent and see what happens.
It was a funny match for you, but you must have been thinking a little bit later on about that rocking 9-pin on the double strike, because it looked like you had that $750 counted.
People in the gallery here are rooting for me all the way, and just didn't happen. So
Well, you've won 3 in a row, and you'll get a chance to do something that not very many people have done, and that's win 4 in a row next week against Chris Grimes, the number 1 seed. We'll see you then.
all right.
All right, Dave, thanks very much. Congratulations. That is 3 in a row for Dave Arsenault, and in fact, I looked it up during the commercial break. It's been almost exactly 2 years since we've had somebody win 4 matches in a row. That was Paul Berger, who did it actually on Christmas Day, 1994. So next Sunday, the Sunday before Christmas, Dave Arsenault will try and make it 4 in a row.
History may repeat itself next week. It's be interesting to watch. Again, a new bowler coming on. It's never been with us before.
All right, Dave Arsenault next week against Chris Grimes for the championship. Don't forget Skins on Saturday at 12 noon. Until next weekend, for the whole crew, I'm Doug Brown, and for Dan Murphy, we'll see you next time.